Hey everyone, welcome back to Sweepy TV. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited to say Zach Hood is joining me. Hi, Zach, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good. We are such fans of you here at Sweetie High, so thank you so much for joining me.
Of course. Glad to be here.
Zach, let's dive in. I want to congratulate you. Your newly released EP just dropped. It's called Blossom. So tell us about Blossom.
It's a very emotional EP. It's my debut EP, so it's very exciting. When people ask me like what it's about, like I kind of like stumble and stuff because I don't know. It could be about many things, but I named it Blossom because 3 years ago there was a kid that moved to LA. I don't know why I'm talking in third person, but I'm gonna keep doing it. There was a kid that moved to LA like 3 years ago, and he didn't know if it was gonna work out. He's just like chasing a dream that a lot of people didn't think was like realistic and stuff. But I don't know. He's just figuring it out, like going through like the stages of life and stuff. Like he's 18, so he's like just turning like to an adult. He's like starting to pay bills and stuff, like figuring it all out. And I don't know. It's definitely a weird stage in life, especially when he moves across the country, like away from everything he knows, and he has to like figure it out kind of like on his own. But like with all the stuff that he knows, like from what his mom has told him or like experience that he's gone through and stuff. So now it's just time for him to, blossom into whatever that is. But yeah, I do those like emotions and stuff, and I'm 21 now, so like I guess like not even through those 3 years of me being out in LA, but just like throughout life and stuff, like figuring it all out is, I don't know, it's kind of where I got the idea of blossom from, just blossoming into a human.
100%, the most perfect word to describe it all. But,
Yeah.
looking at the writing process for this, tell us a little bit about that. I mean, like you said, were sad songs. What mental state were you in? Was it a happy time, a bit of a sad time? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was mostly happy because a lot of the sad music, sometimes I write it from like a past experience because
Mhm.
most of them are about like a relationship and it going wrong, but I'm in a happy relationship right now with my beautiful girlfriend. So it's kind of hard, to write like a breakup song or whatever that is. But I would say mostly a happy state, because I don't know, just me as a person, like being in this situation, like I said in the past question, like it's like my dream to do this. So it's very cool. But yeah, like one of the songs, When She Was Mine, it's about a horrible breakup. But I tend to put myself in the shoes of somebody that's going through that. And I think about like, what if me and my girlfriend did break up? And then like, I try to like get in that state of mind to write that. And most of them were like, actually like kind of like freestyled in the studio. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to come up with stuff like when you think too much, I feel like. But
Right.
yeah, whenever you put yourself into like somebody's shoes and like the sad state of mind when you're not sad, it's kind of easier to write about those things. But yeah,
Absolutely. And something that comes natural, like you said, like not thinking too much, something that just kind of crosses the mind. It's like, oh, wait, this
yeah,
is exactly it.
100%.
Now, you have 6 songs on your EP, Blossom. So, for the viewers at home, if they haven't heard these songs, tell us about the vibe. You have a sad song. Will we find a happier song? Some dance music? Tell us about this.
Yeah, so I would say it's mostly sad music, just because I'm like one of those people that like listens to sad music when I'm happy, and it makes
That
me
is
even more.
that is me. My friends walk in my room. It's like it could be morning, it could be the afternoon, it could be nighttime. I am listening to sad music. So you wrote an album or EP just for someone like me.
Exactly. I'm the same way. Yeah, they're like, "Bro, you good?" I'm like, "I'm chilling, dude." But yeah, most of them are sad, but so I guess it is a happy album. But I don't know. Yeah, it's like I said before, it's a very emotional EP.
I like it. Hey, I'm all for it. I love it. But there was one song, one of your lead singles on this is I Ain't Rich Girl. And the classic Rich Girl from Hall and Oates. We all love that song. So tell me a little bit about this. I mean, why I Ain't Rich Girl?
It's actually a funny story. Me and my manager, we had this idea of flipping an older song, and he came to me with this like "Rich Girl" from Hall and Oates, and I was like, that is absolutely a banger. And so we went into the studio with Andrew Goldstein. He works on a lot of like Blackbird stuff. He's a very, very talented guy. We came up with "I Ain't Rich Girl" in about like 3 hours, and we got the song and everything. But we had to clear it through Hall and Oates. Like, asked him if it was okay if we were to like use the song, and we sent it in. We asked, and Daryl Hall himself, he said no, and so we were like, oh, okay. And so everybody like at my label, like all the people around us, like, it's okay, let's just move on, like let's go on. And then my manager and I, we had this idea of like writing a note, like a letter, to Daryl himself and sending it to him and like letting him know like where we come from and stuff, and you know, hopefully, you know, like try to change his mind, because I know where he was coming from, because it's a very, very big, like special song to him, I assume. But we wrote him letters about like how we felt and where we come from, and he changed his mind, and he was like, yeah, dude, you can use it 100%. And so it's a very happy song. It's a get up, go crazy song. But yeah, I love that song to death.
What a great story that is. I mean, that just shows sometimes taking that extra step and showing someone you actually care.
Yeah,
it will reward you in the end.
100%. I'm so happy you said yes. I love that song.
I love that song. That song brings me back to my childhood. I love it. A lot of people feel that way, but your music video for "I Ain't Rich Girl," I mean, I love that. So tell me a little bit, what did you want to translate to the fans in that video?
I mean, like I said, like it's just like a fun song. So I feel like the music video kind of resembles that in a way. It's about this like it's just like supposed to be in the 70s, and like that's why I had like that weird like shirt and like jeans on. But I kind of liked it though. I love that style.
Hey, not weird to me. I liked it.
Yeah, and we got this old car and everything, and my manager's in the video, which is really funny. Like he made like a little appearance. He was the house owner. It was fun. It's just like a loose like it's kind of funny too. It's like this girl's like at this pool. She like snuck in this pool, and I'm like cleaning the pool, and I'm just like daydreaming about like what would it be if I had this girl. But you'd have to watch it for yourself. I don't want to give it away, but it's a very good music video.
With that being said, everyone watching this, you guys better go watch the music video. But, you know, looking at your EP, this is a hard question, because with EPs, I know every song put on an EP is carefully picked. And, you know, I'm sure every one of your songs is a baby in one way or the other. You all love them differently, but love them. So, loaded question, but if you had to choose a favorite song on your EP Blossom, do you think you have one?
I would say I do, yeah. I mean, like you said, they're all my babies, but I guess I do have a favorite child. Number One Fan is by far my favorite song. I think I've like probably I don't want to rank it, but it's a very, very, very good song. It's about like me growing up and stuff, and like how hard it was. Like my mom's like my number one fan, so I wanted to dedicate like a song to her. And yeah, it's very, 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 very sad song. It was hard to like write, because like it's so funny, because my manager's like a crybaby. He's like very, very emotional. It's like towards the end of the song, there's this like voicemail, and we had to like do it. And he was like, just like say like you love her and stuff. But I would say number one fan, specifically because my mom's my number one fan, and I love her to death.
So presented this song to your mom. Tell me about that reaction.
There was tears shed. I was so nervous, bro. Oh my gosh.
I so understand that, because sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, are they gonna receive this well? How is it gonna be taken?
And me like being on like TikTok and stuff, like social media, I recorded it, and like I wanted it to be like a special moment, but like I felt weird kind of recording it. I just wanted it to be like us and stuff, but it was capturing that moment. But yeah, there was definitely tears shed and stuff, but it was fun.
It's a beautiful moment between you two. But, you know, looking at Blossom, it's been out for almost a week now. So For the fans that are going to be listening to it after this interview, what's the biggest thing that you hope that they grasp or take from this EP?
We're all human, you know. People make mistakes. They go through life and they tend to stress about the past or the future and not really live in the present. So I would say just take your time, one step at a time. Just go with the flow and don't really trip too much. Just hang out, you know, have a good time.
Absolutely. And it's true. Life's too short. Have a good time.
100%. Life is only as good as your mindset too. So take that with a grain of salt. Just live it how you do it.
Absolutely. Okay, I know I don't want to hold you up too long, but I need to ask because we are such fans of this song. Your absolutely viral song, Isabel. I mean, one of the biggest songs on social media. So, Zach, tell me about that. What a crazy experience. I'm sure, like, that song is just still, it is iconic on TikTok, on Instagram Reels. So, tell me about this when this song started blowing up. Walk me through your mindset.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this, but Isabel is a real person. I didn't like know that like people didn't get that, but it was just like a weekend I had spent with this girl. Like I just came to LA. You know, like I was like nervous, like I didn't talk to people, but I was at this party and I was talking to this girl and we were just like friends, like instantly. It was cool. And we just spent like a weekend like driving around and stuff. And I had a session that Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, me and this girl hung out, Isabel. And I went to a session with my good buddy Jaden Celia and Johnny Joffe, and we started talking. Like, so what's new? Like, what's on your mind and stuff? And I was like, well, I hung out with this girl like over the weekend. Like, her name's Isabel, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, we should definitely write a song about that. I was like, no, a million times, no. I did not want to do it. But, cause you know, I literally just met the chick. And so like, I didn't want to be like that guy, like, okay. But we ended up doing it and
Naming it after her.
showed her like, so we made it Monday. I showed her, I think Thursday or something like that. And, or no, I showed her Friday the next weekend and I showed her that in person. And I was like, before I played it, I was like, listen, okay, I don't want to be that weird guy or anything like that, but this is just a song that we can like, I was just like rambling. And anyways, I just played it and she loved it. And so, yeah. And then I wasn't supposed to post it on TikTok and stuff because of like the label stuff or whatever. But I knew like in my gut, like I had a feeling, I was like, this is big, like this is gonna be amazing. And so I got my buddy, we hopped in the car and I was like, you can scream this song in your car. Like both, like one of like the first videos to like do that kind of thing.
Yeah, wow.
People love it.
I mean, people are still loving it, but that song, Isabel, thank God you got Isabel's stamp of approval.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shout out Isabel, but Zach, we are fans of you. I know you released a Christmas song about a month ago. So what's next? Are we going to be listening to more Christmas music from Zach Hood? Are we working on anything else? Do we see an album coming, tour? Tell us.
I want to make another Christmas song, but I don't think this year, maybe next year, 100%. But there's going to be a few more singles coming out and stuff. And yes, 100%, there will be an album. I haven't figured out the name yet, but I'm going to. But there is a ton of great music. Like, I wish I could had like a button to just like put everything out and like don't even have to like worry about it, just so like people could listen to it. But yeah, an album's coming out. And yes, we are working on a tour, hopefully sometime soon next year, you know? But yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the works and I'm very, very, very excited to get it out to the world.
How exciting. This sounds like it's just a start for you. So major congratulations to you, Zach.
Thank you, Sienna. I appreciate that.
Zach, thank you so much for joining me, and everyone that's watching, make sure you guys are listening and streaming Zach Hood's new EP, Blossom. You will not want to miss this, as well as go check out his music video for I Ain't Rich Girl. Zach Hood, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fun.
See you later.